Hey, what's up guys? I'm Amerie with Souleo on BallerStatus.com.
Did you like start getting into art and painting?
Well, I never did a lot of painting.
Okay.
See, more of my art, the art that I would do, would come from sketching. Like I was saying, sketching, charcoals, but not a lot of paints. Like I did a little bit of oil painting before, but I didn't do a lot of it. Most of my stuff was, I'm really good at still life and really good at like nudes.
Nudes. Oh, that sounds like fun, Amerie.
It was really embarrassing. I mean, I remember in school we had a couple. Actually, a couple stories about that.
Oh God.
A couple people who would come in and do the nudes. One guy who came in there it was just so odd to paint him because he just loved to be naked and you could just tell. Like he stood and he was like, he stood up and he was like. But you could tell that he really liked it.
Now,
it was almost perverted.
When you say stood up, you mean another way as well?
No.
I'm just being.
Of course not. No, but he was just standing there and it was just very embarrassing.
Wow.
I think I didn't want to be unprofessional. It was just a class, but I just wanted to run out of there. It was just too weird.
I also read that you were into researching like the spiritual paranormal field.
Yeah, I'm really interested in that. You know, because I'm really into science and I'm really into the paranormal. I'm into all that stuff. And what really, I was never really into science, actually, first of all, until I started to be more interested in not religion, but like spirituality. And the more I would learn about, the more I would read about different spiritual ideas, about the soul, and then the little tidbits I would learn about science. Stuff like that was kind of started making me wonder like how we were created and what it really means to be in this material world. And the more I learned about those scientific mysteries, the more certain spiritual ideas made more sense. So it's almost like, sometimes I feel like when people are kind of really questioning spiritual, not religion, but what's spiritual or what spirituality means to themselves and what it means to even for spiritual existence, I feel that really a lot of the proof does lie in science. Although people say it's faith, it's just the evidence, things not seeing, all that stuff. But the more you look at science, the more you can see that life is such a great mystery that there is a spiritual
component to it.
Exactly. But they tie in together because then the more you think spiritually, the more you realize that science does explain a lot of things. Not everything, but it explains enough so you know that there's much more to learn.
Perhaps that's the way that spirituality comes into, that it works through. Like that's the vessel for spirituality, maybe science. That's the way I look at it. What sort of personal truths are you learning about yourself now? Because you're with a new label, new changes in your life, new beginnings. So where is Amerie now in her personal and professional life?
Or just waiting to see how everything unfolds, like my purpose for being here, and
to make excellent music.
But why?
Why? Because we need it, Amerie. Don't you realize how much joy you give? I was listening. I was on my way here running late, and I had my iPod on shuffle. And lo and behold, the next song that played before I entered the hotel was "Just Like Me."
Oh, I love that record.
See, and that's really a song that's really powerful and personal. So I think that's your purpose.
No, I think my purpose definitely is to create. But you know what it is music is a very strong frequency, right? I mean, music in general it's funny because I grew up learning. I don't know if this is really in the Bible or not, but they were always telling us in church, Lucifer was the host of the choir. He was God's. Did you ever hear that growing up in church? Did you guys ever hear that?
I only went to church once. That was enough.
Well, that's fine. They always said that Lucifer was the head of the choir. And realize whether that's true or not. Music is a universal language, but it's the universal language of like frequency that everyone can understand without knowing a language. Whether you speak English or Arabic or whatever the case may be, when you hear music, it can make you feel something. And as much as I can say there should be freedom in music because you have violent movies and does music really make you act violent? People cannot deny that when you hear certain music, it can either rouse you up make you chill, and it can either aggravate you or it can really soothe you.
Exactly.
And that
it's
makes
powerful.
It's very powerful, which is not surprising why the quote-unquote devil, Lucifer, whatever, would be in control of that domain.
Exactly.
Because it's a very subconscious domain. And then we have to understand that. And that's, I guess, that's a responsibility, but it's also kind of like a very powerful thing.
I'm here with Amerie, and what we're going to do is we created this amazing art piece. You see she signed it here.
Abstract, of course.
Abstract. And I signed it right over there. What we're going to do is we're going to give it away to the 20th, actually no, make that the 50th follower for @Souleo. So it's @SOULEO, and the 50th person that hits me up, just put Amerie and Love and War in the tweet, and we'll send you this autograph abstract piece.
Both of our autographs are on here.